Hi, these comments are for HBC, and you're one of my TOEFL writing and TOEFL speaking bootcamp course students. I finished doing your error correction video yesterday. Let me know if you have any questions about the corrections and everything that I did with that video. You can even come by my office hours today at 3 p.m. We can talk face to face via Zoom. And right now, I'm listening to a speaking practice test that you sent me yesterday. I think it's integrated speaking, am I right? Okay, here we go.
I like to buy products.
No, it's an independent speaking task. Sorry about that. And remember that for your TOEFL speaking, you can use TPO, you can use ETS, TOEFL, or even YouTube if you want. Any of those integrated speaking practice tests you want to take, you can take them. Email me the response. I will record them. I will evaluate them. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to the beginning one more time.
I like to buy products from a store where they are selling variety of goods rather than buying from a store who sells limited products. There was one instance where I wanted to buy a TV. I went to Costco to look around, but Costco had a limited option. So I had to go to Best Buy where there were more options to look
Good
around.
examples.
And also it saved me money on TV
Mm-hmm.
as it had offers to go with. So I prefer to buy from a store that has a range of products rather than a store with a limited variety.
Good. Yeah, I think overall you have a pretty good structure. You're speaking pretty quickly. You could probably speak a little faster. I think you could work on either your rhythm or your intonation, either one of those areas. I'm going to start it out at least 3. I'm going to say you're 3.0 out of 4. So 23 points out of 30. That would be my starting score. Let me listen to it one more time, see if I can uncover any non
I like to buy products from a store where they are selling variety of goods.
So I like to buy products from a store where they sell a variety of goods. So you could probably speak a little bit faster. Each thought group, you do need a pause there, but you need to maybe blend the words within those thought groups a little bit better.
Rather than buying from a store who sells limited products.
Okay, let me check your parallel structure here. I want to make sure that those two verbs are
Buy
parallel.
products from a store. I like to buy
So I like to buy products.
products from a store where they are selling variety of goods rather than buying from
Rather than to buy or rather than buy. So I think you need to balance on that rather than. You have an infinitive on one side, you should have an infinitive or the base form of the verb on the other, not a gerund. I think that's going to balance that sentence a little bit better.
a store who sells limited products.
No, a store is not who. A store is which or that. So be careful of your adjective clause relative pronouns.
There was one instance where I wanted to buy
How about this? Say in fact, or to illustrate, or for example.
a TV. I went to Costco to look at
Okay, let me check your grammar right there.
buying from a store who sells limited products.
A store which
There was
sells.
one instance where I wanted to buy a TV. I went to Costco to look
Where I wanted to buy a TV. Then I would say, therefore, I went to blah, blah, blah. So I think that cause effect transition word is going to better connect that one sentence back to what you previously said. And when you get to the end of the sentence, your tone needs to fall more and you need to have a little bit longer pause there, telling your audience you're done with that idea.
around. But Costco had a limited option. So I had to go to Best
How about, but Costco had limited options?
Buy where there were more options to look around. And also it saved me money on TV as it had offers
And also, you might want to say, in addition, it saved me money on TV. But I think that your grammar is a little bit basic. You like a lot of these short, simple sentences. You need to shake up your sentence variety a little bit more just for the sake of the speech rater that will evaluate your speaking and the human rater, make sure you're showing them you have good control of both basic and advanced grammar. You can learn a little bit more about this by going to the grammar part of my course. Study the lesson on sentence variety.
To go with. So I prefer to buy from a store that has a range of products rather than a store with a limited variety.
Okay, I think delivery is a big factor here. That's I'm going to adjust your score slightly lower. The more I listen to it, the more I realize that you're speaking pretty slowly. You have quite a few pauses, but you don't have a lot of conversation fillers, and that's good, but you still have quite a few pauses. So I'm going to say you have some fluidity of expression. I'm going to put you at around maybe 22 to 23 points on this particular practice test. So in the delivery or pronunciation part of my course, you can definitely improve in 3 areas: sentence rhythm, intonation, and thought groups and blending. I think those 3 areas, if you can do better in those 3 areas, you will definitely improve your intelligibility a lot, and your score is going to go higher. You can learn about those things by going to the pronunciation part of my course. So your score here is 22 to 23 points, and thank you. Keep up the good work.